welcome to Souped Up Recipes. I'm Mandy, and today we're making Hakka-style stuffed eggplant. This is my favorite way to eat eggplant, and I'm going to show you a trick to simplify the stuffing process. Very interesting, and it tastes delicious. Let's get started. We're going to make the filling first, which is really easy. All you need to do is throw everything into the food processor and it'll come out nice and smooth. Today, I'm using Dover sole fillet as the main ingredient. Roughly cut it into big pieces. You can also use other types of lean fish. I have switched the meat to shrimp, chicken, and pork. They all taste delicious. Season it with half teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of soy sauce, half teaspoon of sugar, half teaspoon of sweet paprika, half tablespoon of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine. Add 2 teaspoons of finely minced ginger, 1 tablespoon of finely minced garlic, and a 1/4 cup of diced scallion. Drizzle in half tablespoon of sesame oil. Use the on and off mode to blend everything for 20 to 25 seconds. Don't grind the meat too fine, otherwise the filling will come out a little bit mushy. Remove it from the food processor and check the texture. If it is too dry, you can stir in 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. This will help the filling stick onto the eggplant better. Cover the filling and set it aside. Next, we will talk about the eggplant. I got 2 types on hand. Both will work, but I do want to show you the difference between them. The left ones are long and skinny. I got them from an Asian market. This is what I recommend to use because it is very tender and the seeds inside are very soft as well. The right one is short and fat. You can get this from a regular supermarket in the United States, but the skin and the seeds inside are tougher, so it becomes annoying while eating. All you need to do is to slice the eggplant at a 45-degree angle into 1 centimeter thick pieces. When I was little, the way my mom sliced the eggplant was keeping every 2 slices attached like that. Then she would stick the meat in between to create a little sandwich. But this way, the meat is sticking out from the side of the eggplant, which makes it difficult to pan fry. That's why I like to cut the eggplant into slices. You might wonder, Mandy, how do you stuff the eggplant onto a single slice? Wouldn't it fall off while cooking? Well, here is my trick. Line all the eggplant slices on the cutting board. Put a few tablespoons of cornstarch into a sieve. Lightly dust the eggplant cut surface. Rub it with your hand to even it out. Flip them over. Dust the other side. Rub it again. This will prevent the meat from falling off and it will also create a starchy layer on the outside of the eggplant, which helps to catch more flavors from the sauce. Okay, I think we're ready to stuff the eggplant. Take a slice. If you see the cornstarch layer is too thick, you can scrape off the excess by using the dining knife. Spread a small amount of filling onto the eggplant. Be sure to use a little bit force. This will wet the cornstarch and help the meat to fully make contact with the eggplant, so it doesn't fall off while cooking. Then you can put more filling on the top. Use the knife to shape the edge. Hakka people love to make all kinds of stuffed food, such as stuffed tofu, pepper, bitter melon, mushroom. This has something to do with their history. The ancestors of Hakka people have migrated southwards several times since the Qing dynasty because of social unrest, upheaval, and invasions from the northern province. When they moved to the south, they had to change their diet from wheat to rice. Therefore, they couldn't make dumplings anymore, so they came up with the idea of stuffing the filling into all kinds of ingredients. I guess you can consider this recipe as a dumpling variant. The amount that I gave is enough to stuff 3 long, skinny eggplants. Of course, it depends on the size of your eggplants too. Before cooking, let's quickly make a sauce. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, some black pepper to taste, and pour in 1 cup of water. Mix well, set it aside. Next is the pan frying. Preheat your cast iron skillet over medium heat for a minute. Then drizzle in a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. Place in the stuffed eggplant with the meat side down. This pan can only fry half of the eggplant, so we will have to cook them in 2 batches. In restaurants, this dish is normally deep fried, which is much faster, but I think pan frying is more friendly for home cooking and it comes out equally delicious anyway. Once the meat side is golden brown, flip and fry the other side for a minute or 2. Pour in the sauce. Be careful with the hot steam. Don't burn yourself. Remember, if you fry the eggplant in 2 batches, you have to divide the sauce in half too. Let the sauce bubbling in the pan. At the same time, move around the eggplants so they can absorb more flavors. That looks so good. Carefully take them out and place them onto a plate. If you want to make a nice presentation, you can line them into circles like what I'm doing here. Sprinkle some diced scallion as garnish. You may get a couple slices that the meat will fall off. That is normal, but most of them will stick tightly. Let me show you. My chopsticks only clipping onto the eggplant side, and I'm shaking it pretty hard. It doesn't fall off. That is the cornstarch trick. I love to eat this with white rice. It may not look like it has lots of sauce in the plate, but the eggplant absorbed so much flavor and it just melts in your mouth. The filling is nicely seared and very savory too. If you consider this is a dumpling variant, I would say it tastes better than dumplings. I hope you give this a try soon. As always, you can click the link in the description and find the printable recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That really encourages me to continue making delicious recipes. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!